What's going on, y'all? Nick here, coming to you with another video. So if you saw the first video where pretty much I broke down that, the true lineage is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that because Jacob was the child of promise, not Ishmael. Now this is important because you see, if anybody knows the Bible, right, and if you read it, you'll know that Abraham had his son Isaac and Ishmael. What's the point? My point is that Ishmael, again, was not the child of promise. Now, if you go to Galatians 4, verse 22 and 23, notice what it says. It says, "For it is written that Abraham had two sons, the one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman." 23, "But he who was of the bondwoman was born according to the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise." Again, that's extremely important. Is they showing you there's a clear distinction that yes, Ishmael came on the scene, but he's according to the flesh. And if anybody, again, if you know your Bible, you know that flesh will not enter into the kingdom. Now, this is important because Isaac, right, who was the child of promise, he ended up having Jacob. And Jacob, if you know your Bible, his name was changed to Israel, thus the 12 tribes of Israel. So now when you read the Bible, and I'm going to show you even the Quran, when you read the Bible, that is Yah's chosen people. Alright, if you saw that first video, in this video, I'm going to prove that even the more so, and I'm going to dive much deeper into why the true believers of the Most High, the creator of the universe, we should be calling ourselves Israelites. And that's why I said in the first video, I am not Muslim and I am not a Christian. Alright, so let's just get right into it. That is Yah's chosen people. It's not Muslims, it's the children of Israel. And this is why I said before, I've been saying it, I've been dropping these nuggets for I don't know how long now. But this is why I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. I am not Muslim. I am an Israelite. I'm an Israelite because that is more sound according to the scriptures. Now, check this out, right? You have in the Quran, right? You have Surah chapter 2, or I should say Surah 2, right? Surah is the chapter. You have Surah 2, verse 91. And look what it says. It says, "And when it is said to them, believe in what Allah has revealed." Now, the them was the children of Israel. They say, "We believe only in what was revealed to us." Now, you see, this is exactly what I was telling you. Even the children of Israel had issues when the Prophet Muhammad came on the scene because they were not trying to hear it. They're just like, hold on. Who is this guy trying to tell us how to serve the Creator? No. We're going to believe what is revealed unto us, the children of Israel, because that's how it's always functioned. I remember I was talking about patterns. I mean, that's how literally the Most High always functioned. He always dealt with the children of Israel. And then out of nowhere, we're going to talk about this man who's not an Israelite. And he's not from the lineage of Jacob. Remember I said that too. He's not from the lineage of Jacob. So is that even possible that this prophet is going to come and he's not an Israelite? Okay. So, and they, the Israelites, right, they disbelieve in what came after it, while it is truth confirming which is with them. Say, then why did you kill the prophets of Allah before, if you are indeed believers? So in other words, now this is how the Quran chooses to attack Israel, right? They attack the children of Israel by saying that, if you claim you're believers, right, then why did you kill all the prophets before Muhammad came on the scene? So pretty much they trying to use that as somehow saying that Muhammad is indeed a prophet because the children of Israel didn't want to believe in Muhammad the same way they didn't believe in the prophets. But that couldn't be any less true. All right. Now you have Surah 3, verse 95. It says, "Say, Allah has told the truth, so follow the religion of Abraham, inclining toward truth, and he was not of the polytheists." Okay, again, why is this important? Because if you follow the religion of Abraham, Abraham instructed Isaac, and Isaac instructed. Now, he did instruct Ishmael too, to be fair, right? He didn't just leave him without any type of knowledge. But again, he is not the child of promise. So when you read, and like I showed you previously, it is very key, is very clear that whenever we talk about Abraham, notice they like to pair him up by saying Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why? Because that is the promise, that is the chosen lineage. It's not going to be Abraham, Ishmael. Ishmael has no place in this. He has no place in this. And then the only time when he was mentioned, like I said, it was only a genealogy. They had no choice but to mention him. But it's only done once in the entirety of the Bible. But we can see all over the place Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because that is the proper line to follow, right? But if you were going to follow the religion of Abraham, then you would know that it was all leading to Israel. And again, we have to understand this, right? I'm going to prove it to you even the more so. But the reason why this is extremely important is because we got to remember Abraham is the father of many nations, right? So in other words, all nations will be blessed through Abraham to some degree. Now, the Bible is going to prove how that's possible. Now, is it going to be possible through Israel, which is what I'm saying, or is all the nations going to be blessed by being Muslims? Okay, this is what we're going to have to discuss. All right, so now you have Surah 7, verse 144, and look at what it says. It says, Allah said, O Moses, I have chosen you over the people with my messages and my words to you. So take what I have given you and be among the grateful. Okay, now, this is, mind you, I'm using the Quran here, right? This is in reference to Moses receiving the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has given him in Mount Sinai. And if you know the account, he gave those laws, statutes, and commandments, and he instructed who? He didn't instruct, it clearly could not be Muslims, because in the beginning of the video, they didn't come until 600 AD. So who was he talking to? What group of people was he instructing? He was instructing the children of Israel. Moses himself was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Now, this is where it gets interesting. It says, O children of Israel, remember my favor that I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the world. This is Surah 2, verse 47. If we want even more conclusive proof, it says in Surah 2, verse 122, O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and that I have preferred you over the world. Okay, again, I can't make this any more clear. It is extremely clear that even in the Quran, even they knew that Israel was preferred over the world. Why? Because that was the Most High, the creator of the universe, Yah. That was his chosen people. Because again, he did not choose Ishmael. Abraham even thought he can vouch for Ishmael. And the Most High told him it wasn't so. It wasn't so. Because the chosen seed had to come through Sarah. Because that's how I'm going to prove to you that it's me. When you have a 90-year-old woman actually conceiving, right? That's how you're gonna know that I, the creator of the universe, I was able to perform this, right? Now, this is absolutely clear. I can't. If you don't understand this, I don't know what else to say. But again, this is extremely clear. All right. So if you go to Romans 11, because I think by now I've proven to you that the creator of the universe, Yah, Muslims say Allah, but the creator of the universe, Yah, right? He chose Israel. I think I've made that abundantly clear. Now, let's see why I say I'm Israel. Let's see why I say I'm not a Christian. Let's see why I say I'm not a Muslim. And why I state that Islam is not the one true religion. It's just not. Okay? So, in Romans 11, it says, I'm going to start from verse 1. It says, I asked then, have God, right, Yah, cast away his people. Yah forbid. For I also am what? An Israelite. He didn't say he was Muslim. I am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham and of the tribe of Benjamin. You see, notice how, you see, Abraham is pretty important, right? Okay, thank you. Yah have not cast away his people whom he foreknew. Know ye not what the scriptures say of Elijah, how he maketh intercession to Yah against Israel, saying, Yahweh, they have killed thy prophets and torn down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what saith the answer of Yah unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. That is crucial, you guys. Very crucial. In other words, what they're saying is that, you see, Elijah, at one point in time, he thought that, because Jezebel was killing all the prophets, he said, oh man, I'm the last one standing. And then the Most High said, hey, calm down, Elijah. Slow your roll. Because I have reserved 7,000 who have yet to bow down to Baal. You see, the Most High is too genius to put all his eggs in one basket. That's what you need to understand about the creator of the universe, all right? He's never going to put his eggs in one basket and then somehow risk his chosen people to be totally lost. No. He's always going to have some in reserve. And this is where we come in. This is the time that you're witnessing right now. This is why you see a resurgence of people understanding who they are. You see, because when they threw terms like African American and you're Haitian and you're this and you're that, right? You see, that was words and labels they have placed upon us. But now when you have people that come to the knowledge of self, for the first time we can say, no, I know exactly where I came from. My history does not start with slavery. No, I know exactly what my lineage is. That's a whole nother discussion, but in short, we are Israel. And this is what you're realizing right now. You're starting to see Israel rise back. You see, this is what you need to understand. It is not the place for someone outside of Israel to actually teach the message. It's not their place, it's not their role. They're incapable of actually understanding the scriptures. This is why Muhammad was incapable. He himself was illiterate. God damn! He himself was illiterate. So what understanding was he going to have? He's not even an Israelite. Alright? I'm going to jump down to 11 because now I want to actually target the mindset that is definitely prevalent in the Quran, where they try to say that the children of Israel, or you killed all the prophets and you yourself could not keep the covenant. I'm gonna debunk that concept right here. All right, verse 11, it says, I say then, have they stumbled, they as in Israel, that they should fall? Yah forbid, but rather through their fall salvation has come unto the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. You see, again, it was ordained for Israel to fall. It was already preordained for Israel to fall away and not keep the commandments and somehow lose themselves. It was already prophesied of. But it's not so that they can fall forever, because again, there is always a remnant. The Most High always leaves a remnant. So now, let's keep going, right? Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and what is that riches? Now the Gentiles, all these people have come to the knowledge of Jesus. All these people have come to the knowledge of keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Well, I say that with a grain of salt, but at least it is available to them, right? And the diminishing of them, the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness. In other words, that if we fell down and look at how it caused so much people to be blessed, then how much more shall people be blessed if when we come back, when we rise back up, right? For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am the apostles to the Gentiles, I magnify my office. Now, I'm going to actually jump down to verse 26, because this is what you need to understand, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to jump down to verse 25, because this is very key. For I, brethren, will not have you to be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. You see, this is what's happening. There are so many Gentiles that are waking up. They starting to read their Bible. They have some type of faith in Jesus. And now they said until the fullness of the Gentiles come in. Now look what happened. 26. And so all Israel shall be saved as it is written. Right? And so all Israel. You see, this is what we need to understand. And I could do another video on that in greater detail, but in short, you see, if you come to Christ, the true Christ, not the fake Christ that's presented in Christianity, you are an Israelite, period, point blank. You see, this is why you see Ruth, who was a Moabitess, they said she cleaved, right? She cleaved onto the children of Israel. You see, that's the common theme within the Bible, that people of other nations, they're not supposed to come in and somehow believe in Jesus, but yet have their own form of identity, aka the Muslims. That's exactly what they do. They come, they claim that they believe in Jesus Christ, but somehow they want to have this identity that they get from Ishmael. But Ishmael is not the child of promise. If you actually are sound, if your doctrine is sound according to the Bible, then you would know that you are an Israelite. Israel is mentioned, I don't know how many times. I think it's almost like, it's well over 1,000. And this is the reason why when you see words like Christian, it's only inserted in the Bible only 3 times. And like I said, it's inserted. The original Bible does not even have the word Christian in there. But that's not a here nor there. The Bible definitely don't have the word Muslim in there. Why? Because those are not the chosen people. They are not. It's only about the children of Israel. So now, that would make more sense, right? Because Abraham will be the father of many nations. All nations shall be blessed through Abraham. Now let's go back. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Jacob's name was turned to Israel. Okay. Now, do you see why that lineage is important? It's not Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. Because once you take that detour, that's going to take you far off, and then now you're going to find yourself saying, I'm a Muslim, and that I follow Islam. Right? That's exactly what you're going to find yourself doing, because you took a detour. But I've showed you verses where it said that he was the child of the bondwoman, and it genders to the flesh, not the spirit. I mean, I don't know how much more clearer I can make this, guys. Right? You have in Surah 2, verse 1 to 33, it says, "Or were you witnesses when death approached Jacob, when he said to his sons, what will you worship after me? They said, we will worship your God and the God of your fathers, Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac." You see what I'm saying? Again, that's the detour. The Quran is full of these detours that, again, if they actually did what they were supposed to do, which even Muhammad was told, you need to read the Torah and the scriptures. But he's illiterate, so he can't do that, right? So now this is what we're talking about. You got to pay attention to not take a detour, to not veer off the right path. Because again, Ishmael, and let me even extend an olive branch, because I'm not here to close the kingdom to anybody. I'm not. In actuality, like I've said in the beginning, I actually respect Muslims. They actually eating, according to the law. They're eating clean. At least their women are holy. I have nothing against Muslims. And you might watch this video and you might jump to that conclusion, but I have nothing against Muslims. In fact, I will even venture to say that if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, then you will know that, okay, look, all I'm asking you is, rather than you labeling yourself a Muslim, no. How about you actually be more scripturally sound and say you're an Israelite? Because that is more biblically sound. That's even sound according to your Quran. I mean, I read it. Yah, you call him Allah. God favored and preferred Israel over the world. Again, I can't make this any more clear. If you guys can't see that, I don't know. This message is not for you. But for those who have the ears to hear, you are those I'm trying to actually reach to. Alright. I'm going to drop one last nugget to finally put a nail in the coffin and end this whole thing, all right? You can see clearly, if I write in Google, right, Muhammad was in the Bible. Notice what's in bold, right? It says, Muhammad is not mentioned explicitly or implicitly in the Bible. He's not. So where do Muslims come with the concept that Muhammad was somehow in the Bible? Well, you can check this out for yourselves, right? If you go to Wikipedia, if you go down in Wikipedia, you will see where it says Deuteronomy 18, verse 18, it says, and starting from 15, it says, and Yahweh Elohim will raise up for you a prophet like me from among your own people. You shall heed such a prophet. Right? And in 18, it says, I will raise up for them a prophet like you, they were referring to Moses, from among their own people. I will put my words in their mouth of the prophet, who shall speak to them everything that I command. Now, check this out, right? Now, if that was Muhammad, all right, I want you to actually use common sense here, all right? This is literally, if I can't make it any more simpler than this, right? Look at what verse 18 is saying. I will raise up for them a prophet like you, Moses, from where? From among their own people. From where? From among their own people. From where? From among their own people. You guys, I can't make this any more clear. Moses was what? I said it earlier in the video. Moses was a Levite, right? Which was one of the tribes of Israel. So if there's going to be a prophet, and this is something that you need to understand, right? Biblically, if there's ever going to be a prophet, that prophet will be raised from among their own people. You see, the Most High does not deal with other nations. He does not. And when people from other nations come in, as I've said earlier in the video, right, like in the case of Ruth, they too will be considered Israel. This is what I've read in Romans 11. And all Israel shall be saved. You cannot come into this. Me, for example, naturally, my background is Haitian. I cannot have this identity as a proud Haitian. And no. I have to throw away all of that carnality out there. And now I'm an Israelite. If you're American, I'm a proud American. No. Once you accept Jesus, you are a Israelite. Period, point blank. You have to throw away all this carnality stuff. So these people holding on to Ishmael so hard. I'm a Muslim. You guys, that's not how the Bible speaks. All right, I can't make this any more clear. If there's going to be a prophet, that prophet needs to come from among their own people. And the people that Moses was dealing with was none other than Israel. That's case closed. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I would love to dive into it. This video itself was extremely long, right? So if you guys would like to know more about who the real chosen people of the Creator is, Israel, put it down in the comment section down below. I would love to delve even deeper into that topic. And there's a lot more even in the Quran itself, but that will be for another time. Anyway, with that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is King, y'all.